We're going to begin just by settling into the breath and just start drawing down yellow rays of light coming in from the sun. And we just want to use this to rush down through the body and energize the system, and take it down through each layer of your sphere, through each chakra. And then we're going to wash it through and out of the feet and take it back down into the roots, the root systems going into the diamond core of the earth. And we're going to use this as a nodal point. Use ourselves as a beacon to embody empowered Christ consciousness. To run update through the DNA and run update into the planet, in the body of the planet, as well through the octahedron, through the platonic solid spectrums, Yatanamasmana Akiakora, Asumoshmi Morashno Usuyokora. And we're just going to wash this through the diamond toroidal field. Cleanse and purify through all spectrums of light. Moving any layers of fear out of the system. Just take a moment to allow the transfer of frequency to move through the body as it lifts up any layers of heaviness to come into awareness, any numbness to move out of the system, taking no ownership for the frequency as it passes through the system. Unlocking fear and limitation. And we just want to use this light to build a strength within each layer of the body, each dimensional layer, to create a almost like not a protection, but like a boundary, a force field. Layers of empowerment and sovereignty within your own energy bodies to identify energetic awareness of your own frequency and the frequency of others. And in doing so, we can just use this as a moment now to identify any layers of polarity within one's own mind. So this may be like a conflict of thought, kind of opposition, or energy of aggression. And within that, we can identify a um, polarized energetic Naya Krasmana Atpurya Sakura. And we can just do the usual discernment tricks here and just start to question about these thought forms to identify if they are actually yours, if your energy is caught up within a collective field, whether it's judgment, opposition, frustration, anger. Where is this coming from is the question we want to be asking, because when we process through this kind of energetic, 9 times out of 10, it is not actually yours. It's an extension of the collective. I'm just working with diamond light. And I filter through to not to separate it, but to break up the energy and to bring light in. Dissolve resistance. And when we go into that, we also take the viewed reflection back at the self, and we can see where it is we have been interplaying within drama through the media that's been consumed, through the aggro coming from the neighbor, families. That acts almost as a layer of manipulation or mind control within the collective field. So it's almost hook, line, and sinker, pulls you back in over and over again. Because what we've learnt within this life is that we've learnt the physical reality holds a lot of pain and suffering. So it's quite hard to escape from, which then dictates your physical environment, your own interpretation of reality, and your own autonomic responses to the programming, which pulls you back to that same media conversation, pulls you back into the aggro with the neighbor, with the family, whatever it may be. Keep us in a state of disenchantment, and away from magic. Okay, the next thing I'm seeing coming in here are multiple sigils and seals held through the individual body and also through a collective level, which is fused with black grids and grey grids and dark blue black grids as well. So this to me looks like an agenda, like black magic, really. It's like a mind control black magic agenda frequency pattern. And we just want to start activating the emerald light within and moving it as a spiral, rotating counterclockwise. And then expand that all around to connect into this grid pattern through the seals, where we just pop open and unlock the history within the seals and dissolve, or actually it's looking more like an alchemical burn sensation, or like a chemical burn sensation to transform the sigils. Okay, and then this is also coming into royal timelines, monarch timelines, and Templar timelines as well. I've just seen a flash of a Templar. Okay, different people are going to get different things that will come up within this, where they get a knowing of where their energy is tied into and where they've kind of participated within the implementation of this kind of energy. And you now have the choice whether you wish to pull your energy back by stating intention as you wish. expanding the pearlescent, diamond iridescent flower of life to flash through center as it updates, and flashes with encryption, updating the flower of life, releasing all tethers, cords, and threading to these timelines within your blueprint and within your light field genetic makeup. Dismantling the templating. Unlocking the heart as we move through heart expansion. Symbol of the lovers holding hands and bridging divine union of the mind and heart together. And then working with blue diamond plasma running across the horizontal line and the diagonal lines, creating stabilization of the energy fields and anchor points for higher light synthesis as we remodel the blueprint, remodel the light fields, and update the geometric templating. Lifting any iron core anchors. Or actually, let's use the iron core anchor as a model that we can transform from iron or lead to gold, really. We want to alchemize that Saturnian anchor point. Okay, so this is going galactic straight away. It's just bringing up a lot of Saturnian matrices here and kind of contracts with the planet, actually, the energy of the planet. Smart body sort of call. Okay. Let's just observe what these contracts are about. Okay, this is in relation to the darker plan. And it's almost stating to me agreements made to hold heavy armor, karmic blocks within plans to bridge descent of light only to catalyze growth into higher light embodiment. Okay, so it feels like it's a bit of a double-edged sword there. Or what was, it was a plan to kind of descend the planet and then counterbalanced with learning through the lessons, only to accelerate the growth and development into the higher light. So now that we've understood, we're going to release, revoke, rescind the oath, vows, and agreements with Saturn, and also anything known and unknown to sustain the dark plan. And just see the rings of Saturn unbind from your field. Demesh from the energy fields and the collective field. Lifting and detoxing out confusion. Okay, and then beyond this, it's coming into control hubs that are overriding your own energy as well. They actually, this control hub actually looks more like a darker, like a darker race or a fallen race. A little bit Anunnaki. It feels a bit Anunnaki. But then it also goes into different sub races as well. Atorasmana Atapuriya Sokora. Okay, let's just unbind the chains. It's almost like a slavery template here. The slavery imagery. Okay, and then what's coming up with this, I'm feeling the from almost like a narcissistic wounding here on the people's behalf. The other side is very narcissistic, and it's the feeling that I'm getting within it. It's almost like having so much abuse held at you or at one that it would kind of diminish the identity, the will, the strength within, to make you believe that you're less than what you are. Again, contract to push you into strength and empowerment through abuse, nastiness. Release, revoke, rescind. We're going to bring in that yellow Christ light that we drew in at the start and just wash it through the body here. Archangel Michael's vertical sword flashes with alignment. 7 rings of light run through the sword. And connect up into the Grand Central Sun. Illuminating solar fields on the horizontal axis. And the body releases fully. That was good. Okay, we're getting the lovers coming forwards once again. And we're just going to have them stand left and right of you and acting as the divine parents, building a healthy trinity, Sri Yantra geometry, flashes with encryption, na akuras mana atpodia autora. And then that anchor point turns from lead to gold. Lifting all weight of lead, karmic structures, ties, lift and alleviate. I'm going to call back all the essence through time and space, all the way forwards, all the way back. We're going to call back and reintegrate all aspects of the self within the physical form that were stuck within time periods of narcissistic abuse, control, manipulation. And we're just going to radiate unconditional love from your heart through spectrums as a beacon or a calling to return home to yourself. Just lovely. We're going to update through all of your fields. We're going to update through your blueprint. And we're going to update through your localized grids. Move to seal, forward through all levels or layers or light. And through all bodies. And through the breath of the divine I am. And settle back into the breath. Thank you all so much.